Hello everyone, welcome to Ian's Bricks. I'm Ian, and today I'm going to be talking through the potential list of retiring sets for the Speed Champions range, the LEGO Speed Champions. This is actually a list that's produced by Brick Fanatics. I'll leave a link in my description to their full list of all the different items. But what I wanted to do is go through each of the Speed Champion sets that potentially will be retiring at the end of 2023 to see which ones are the best to get, the best to sort of build, and maybe the best to invest in if you're into Lego investing like myself. So in total there are 7 items on this list at the moment. Now this list is subject to change. It's not a list that's been produced by Lego, so do bear that in mind. So there may be some sets on this list that don't retire at the end of 2023, and there may also be some other sets that are available at the moment which aren't on this list. So just bear that in mind. It is only a sort of a guide at this moment in time. I'll talk through each set's individually. What I will say generally about Speed Champions, it's generally a good sort of theme to invest in if you're a Lego investor. The reason being is that the sets are reasonably small. They're not huge boxes if you use post and packing and eBay and things like that. They're easier to store. A lot of the time you can get these sets as well on third-party sites, so you don't have to buy them from Lego. You can find discounts in supermarkets and online and things like that. I think most of these sets, if not all of them, I think, that are retiring are available, for example, in the UK on Amazon, and they regularly have them at discounted rates. So always bear that in mind. So let's start from the list. I'll go through the numbers one by one. So the first set is set number 76900. Now, I apologise for my pronunciation of this. It's the Cone, I can't even say it. I was going to put it at the bottom. That's the name of the vehicle. I don't even try and pronounce it. I'm hopeless with the pronunciation of some of these vehicles. It's 280 pieces, this set, $17.99 in the UK, $19.99 and €19.99. It was released in June of 2021. This was originally supposed to retire at the end of 2022, but sometime in the summer they changed that and extended this date. Really nice car this. I don't think it's particularly that sought after like some of the, say something like a Bugatti or Ferrari for example, but it's okay. It should do okay on the secondary market. If you can get this cheaper than the recommended retail price, then you're doing okay. I think I've got a few of these sets already, so I won't be buying loads and loads of them, but I think they're quite a nice little set to build, and also they're a decent one to invest in if you're into that. Next on the list, 76901. This is a Toyota GR Supra. I can pronounce that one. $17.99 in the UK, $19.99 and €19.99. 299 pieces, and again released in June of 2021. This is okay. This set, I quite like it. It's nothing too special. I think it looks alright. I've got some of these myself. And I think they'll do again okay. Nothing that I'm going to go heavy investing on this one. I'll get a few of them, but I probably won't get loads and loads, just because I don't think Toyota is particularly that sought after as some of maybe the other brands of the cars that Lego actually do. Next on the list is 76906. This is the 1970 Ferrari 512M, whatever the M stands for. Someone can tell me in the comments. This is actually $19.99 in the UK, the US and in euros as well. This is one of the sets that suffered from the price increases here in the UK. 291 pieces, and it was only released in March of 2022. So this has got a relatively short shelf life. I've managed to pick up quite a few of these already from Amazon in the UK for £12, so that was a really good price. But again, these are probably available in supermarkets and all sorts of different places, so keep an eye out for discounts on this set. I actually own and have built this set, which is just here. It's a really nice little set. I really enjoyed this build, and the only thing I will say is that the cockpit part seems a bit narrow to the actual car, but I think in general it's a really nice car. I like the way these sort of front sections were sort of built. It's a very interesting build there. So and also it's a Ferrari, and Ferraris do really well generally on the Lego Speed Champions line. So this is I think something that's got a big plus against it, especially if you can get it at a discounted rate. Me personally, I actually quite like it. It's quite different looking from a lot of the Ferraris that Lego have done. So that's another thing I think going for it. Again, there's quite a few stickers in the set, which there can be with some of the Speed Champion sets. But I think the Ferrari for me would be a winner. I've got a few of these already, and I certainly will be getting some more as well for Lego investing. Next one is 76907, the Lotus Evija. I think that's how that's pronounced. This again is $19.99 in pounds, euros, and dollars, US dollars. 247 pieces, again released in March of 2022. Probably not as sought after as the Ferrari set, but still I think a nice little set. I don't know how Lotuses do particularly, so probably like the first two sets that I've talked about, they'll probably do okay, but I probably won't be getting loads of these. I'll get a few, but not loads and loads of them, because I think again they will do okay. Next on the list is 76910, the Aston Martin double set. This is $39.99 in the UK, $44.99 and €44.99 euros. 592 pieces, released March of 2022. So this is basically a double pack, so it's always going to be more expensive. I actually saw this in a local supermarket before Christmas, Black Friday time, for £26. I didn't get any at the time, just because at the time I was spending rather a lot on Lego, and I didn't really want to get something I didn't know that was going to retire at that time. So keep an eye out for discounts on this set. Again, it's available from Amazon, and any special deals you can get on this. I think this is going to be quite a good one, actually. Double packs I'm always a little bit more wary about because of the extra expense, but I think Aston Martin is quite a popular name, it's quite a popular brand. I think the two vehicles that you get in the set are quite nice as well. Not the best, but I think they are pretty good. So again, I'll be getting probably a few of these, probably not as many as the Ferrari, the single packs, but certainly I think this is something that's definitely worth investing in, and quite a nice little set if you just want to buy for yourself and build, but keep an eye out for those discounts. Next on the list then we've got 76911, sorry. This is the 007 Aston Martin DB5. This is the James Bond car. This is £19.99 pounds, $19.99 and $24.99 in euros. 298 pieces for this one, and it was released in August of 2022. So very short shelf life on this one. A lot of positives. Aston Martin is a plus. People like Aston Martins. It's the classic James Bond car as well, which I think is always going to be popular, always going to be very, very popular. And obviously you get the little Daniel Craig James Bond minifigure with this one as well. I think this has got hit written all over it. I don't think I actually own any of these yet, simply because it's only the fact this retiring is it's only just been released. My only concern with this is because this may be quite a popular set, that this may be one of the sets that maybe doesn't retire, ends up hanging around for a little bit longer. So just bear that one in mind. But I think whilst this is still on this list, I'm going to be looking at picking a few of these up, hopefully discounted as well. Again, I've seen these on Amazon for about £16. Hopefully get them a little bit cheaper, but we'll have to wait and see. So really nice set, this one. I think this will do very, very well. And then finally on the list, 76912, the Fast and Furious 1970 Dodge Charger. This is also £19.99, $19.99 and $24.99 in euros. 345 pieces. So you get a few more pieces in this one for whatever reason. Released August of 2002. A couple of positives of this one. Again, it's licensed, so it's against Fast and the Furious, and you get the sort of I think it's the Vin Diesel figure with this one. The negatives for this one is I don't quite like the look of this vehicle. It's quite boxy, I find. Although the car itself is fairly boxy, it's just there's too many sharp edges with this one compared to some of the other Speed Champions that do nice curves and the curved edges and slopes and things. This one is very square and boxy looking, so I personally don't really like the look of this, but I think because it is licensed to Fast and Furious, I think this again should do quite well. Reasonably short shelf life. Again, this may be extended a bit like the James Bond Aston Martin if it's sort of popular and people sort of realise that it's actually a decent thing. Lego might extend this one. Of all of these particular sets, they're the last two are probably two that potentially could stay on a little bit longer than the end of 2023. But again, this is available from lots of different people, lots of different sellers. Amazon in the UK do have this reduced occasionally, so that's always good. So keep an eye out for those bargains as well. Just to sort of clarify some of the price, I think I've got a couple of them wrong. The Ferrari and the Lotus is actually €24.99 in euros. I will sort of correct that. I think I was getting a bit carried away with myself, not reading my list properly, so apologies for that. all in all then, I think Speed Champions is generally a very good theme to invest in. There are certainly some vehicles that are probably going to be more popular than others. Obviously, the shorter the shelf life and the more popular the brand of car, I think will have sort of more implications as to how much that will potentially go up in price in the future. If you're just into building vehicles, and there's no reason to suggest why you wouldn't buy all of these. I think they're all really, really nice sets. None of them are massively expensive. You can get them discounted. And they're all really nice builds. I mean, I do enjoy actually building these little cars. They're just sort of really great once they're built. So I enjoy them as well. And so yeah, I probably might even be buying a few of these more for myself to build of the different themes that I haven't done already. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with my list? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be doing more videos like this in the future, so keep an eye out for those. But until now, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye for now.